Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Using his legs, it's Young. Powers through the defender. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Right side, it's Spence. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Sets his feet. It's Carter. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Running inside. It's Cobb. He's got the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Cobb. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Past the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
2nd down to the air. Out wide left, it's Cobb. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Cobb. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. Caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Connor. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Long way to go on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Commodores will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. No room to bring it back. So here comes the Auburn offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The run inside. It's Washington. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Washington. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The option, the keeper, steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Singleton. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll run it. It's Washington there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Cobb. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Brown will throw it. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Drives inside. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical, and they've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, third down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge third down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, try to make this a 2-possession game.
Needs it here on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. He was draped all over him as soon as he caught the ball. Knocked him down behind the line, and they get the stop on fourth down. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Trying to get the corner. Fights off the defender. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. Smashes through the tackle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Across the 25. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Driving forward, it's Young. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Vandy. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Brown wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. With the catch, it's Eccles. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
From the gun, it's Cobb. On the move at the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. 2nd and long here. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Brown will throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll ride him again. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Brown wants to pass. On target. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Selling the fake. In traffic, it's Thomas. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Look out! Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo! Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Singleton. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Rashada Downs going up top. Turns up. It's Washington. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Pick up on that one. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Barnett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really...
Sends it downfield. Goes high to pull it in. Flying down the left side. Then some touchdown Commodores. Once he got some room, it was over.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the return, it's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, catching up with Coach Lee at the half. This team feeds off the underdog mentality here on the road against a great opponent. He loves the way his team played in the first half. Tied against this opponent, despite the crowd noise, the fans going nuts. He loves that, and he said, we just got to keep that momentum and keep the fans silent here on the road to stay in this game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Looking for the edge. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Drops back. It's Carter. Fires quickly. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it in his belly. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like...
Unleashes one deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the run, it's Young. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
No, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they'd hoped for. All by himself down the middle. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Hits inside, it's Young. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Rush right in his face. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Commodores line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Trying to take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Running inside. It's Cobb. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the third quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
There he goes. Open it up. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him.
Breaks into the open on the left. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he...
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Going to the run, it's Cobb. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Some misdirection with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Carter. Fires downfield. Left side, it's Thomas. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. Well, that's a great start to this 2nd half.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Pulls it in, it's Young. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Offense getting set for 1st down. Keeps it himself. He's past the sticks. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out wide left, it's Sherrill. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Motion from the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Young. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. As we check in with Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Looking for a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points, but you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver. That's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Headed to the fourth, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Brown wants to pass. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From deep, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
In the backfield, it's Sherrill. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Making the adjustment.
139 Albatross.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Left side is Washington. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Tells the run, wants to pass. Looking left. Comes down, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Spence. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gives it. Uh-oh, look out. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Powers inside. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Right at the line. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell he's surveying the field. Somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. So thanks to the defense, they take over. Big lead in hand and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
All over him immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Quarterback keep. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Got him on the RPO. Fighting off the defender. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Young. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? To throw, it's Carter. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Commodores go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He might instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Carter. Fires to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Out wide left, it's Newberry. And that is how we will wrap this one up. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can